So you just plugged in your drone's battery and it won't charge. What do you do? Well, I'm here to troubleshoot it for you. So your DJI battery won't charge, and I'm here to go over some troubleshooting and let you know how to fix your battery so it will charge if it's fixable. I had an issue earlier this week where I went to charge my 3 batteries on my Mavic 2 charging dock, and it lit up orange, and I've never had that happen before. So I went through the manuals. I couldn't find anything there, so I went online and I did a bunch of research, and I found out why my batteries wouldn't charge. I fixed it, and now they're working 100% perfectly. So today we're just going to go over again some troubleshooting solutions and what can be done. So first of all, never use a non-DJI charger. If you use a third-party charging system, what it can do is it can send a voltage out that spikes, and that's never a good thing, because if you put too much power to the battery or not enough power to the battery, it can screw up the internal workings of the battery and cause damage to the battery. For, you know, it might not charge 100% ever again. It might just stop working mid-flight, and you do not want that. Secondly, never charge your battery right after you've done flying, because it can cause the battery to swell up, catch on fire. I mean, if you ever felt your battery after you're done flying, it's very, very warm. And why it gets warm is because it releases so much energy to the drone to let it fly, that it you know, the energy release causes heat. And if you try to charge it and it tries to heat up even more, it could cause really bad consequences for your battery. You don't want that. So now for some troubleshooting. Did you do any of this stuff before you tried to charge your battery? Okay, so think about it. Did you leave your battery in a hot or cold environment for extended periods of time before you tried charging it? Did you drop the battery at any point? Did you get the battery wet? Did you overcharge this battery at any point in the time you owned it? So now let's go over some solutions. Make sure the battery doesn't show any signs of damage. If it does show signs of damage, it's not safe to charge. It's not safe to use. Please contact DJI and ask them what you can do about that. It could have been it came from the factory damaged and you just didn't realize it till now. It could have a recall on it. DJI will know, but you want to call them, and each battery has a serial number on it, so they'll know what is going on with each battery. So if it shows signs of damage, please do not use it. It's not safe. It may look safe. It may have been flown before with signs of damage, but I can guarantee that in the future, the battery will have some sort of catastrophic failure. In terms of temperature, if you kept the battery in an environment that was under 5 degrees Celsius and above 41 degrees Celsius, which equals out to 41 degrees Fahrenheit, so under 41 Fahrenheit and above 104 Fahrenheit, the battery has a fail-safe system in it that it will not charge. That was my issue. The battery was kept in my car overnight, and it was cold. Went to charge it. The battery just wasn't warm enough to charge. The ideal charging temperature for one of these batteries is 22 to 28 Celsius, which equals out to 70 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So I know that's not, you know, a lot of people can't do that on a regular basis, but as long as you keep the temperatures above the minimum, which is 5 Celsius, 41 Fahrenheit, and below the maximum, which is 40 degrees Celsius and 104 Fahrenheit, you should be 100% fine charging the battery. Once the battery reaches a safe charging temperature, the smart battery will allow the charging dock to charge the battery, and the light will go from orange to green. So that was my problem. Also, you want to make sure that you fully charge and fully discharge your batteries every 3 months when they're not in use. What that does is it just keeps the smart battery working 100%, and it extends the life of your battery. So one thing about this battery is after 10 days of you not using it, let's say it's 100% charge, it will actually discharge itself down to 60%. It takes about 3 days to do that. So it stores itself at 60%, which is kind of cool. But again, after 3 months, you want to use all the batteries, fully charge them up, fully discharge them, and then fully charge them up again and let the battery do its thing and get it down to 60%. So another thing that I just like to tell everybody, if you do travel with your drone on a plane, which you're allowed to, you can put in your carry-on, make sure your batteries are at 30% charge. You don't want to take a battery that's too charged on an airplane. They ask you to have it at 30%, and how do you do that? You literally just put the battery in your drone and just let it hover just let it hover above the ground until the battery reading is 30%. Then you land the drone, take the battery out. If you have 3 or 4 batteries, do it with all those batteries. You can always charge them when you get to where you're going. So that's just a little tidbit for you. But that is some troubleshooting solutions and everything on if your battery won't charge. I'd love to hear if you've had any other problems with battery not charging that I did not mention. Leave them in the comments below. But if you did like the video, please hit the subscribe button, because I have a lot of videos like this that are going to be coming out and have came out. Just check the playlist. So, 6 4 Life, peace, and you're welcome.